Racecar on NBC is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. The drivers worry less on the track and on the road. Race leader Kyle Larson continuing to run right up against the wall, unless there's somebody in his way, which right now is Tony Stewart. So he ducks down and tries to go by Tony Stewart. Carl Edwards running second, almost 3 seconds back, though, 2.7 seconds now. Kevin Harvick running third. Kyle Busch running in the fourth position, Dave.
Rick, remember, he pitted about 20 laps before these leaders did because of their tire. He thought he had a right front tire going down. They reasoned afterwards that it was okay, but he felt something because we saw that car shoot to the wall. Recently, he had this radio to his crew. It'll hurt him in the sense that he is on older tires, but only about 12 seconds behind the leader right now. And as he said, needs to get back on cycle. Wasn't it Dale Jarrett he talked to in the countdown to green? And he said, adversity motivates me more than winning. Well, they've got a little bit of it right now. Kyle very calm as he tries to figure out how to get this 18 back in contention.
Well, they're absolutely right. Their only option right now is, even though they're slower than the leaders because their tires are older, the advantage they have is the leaders have proven they come 18, almost 20 laps early. Versus when they need Sunoco fuel, they come from fresh Goodyear tires. So the 18 of Kyle Busch, as Dave just documented, is only 12 seconds behind the leader, losing about a second a lap. Rick, there's no reason for this 18 to come to pit road. It's frustrating. Just stay out all the way until you need fuel. He might even be the first car one lap down, but he can't pit at this point. He has to get back on cycle, which basically means he's back in the same pit road as the leader.
And listen, it's frustrating the situation they're in. But it's even more frustrating that when he came on pit road, they did not find anything wrong with the tire. What happened? What was the problem? It had air in it. So that is concerning to me as well, because as a driver, you know you felt something when the tire was up. Puts the driver in a very difficult position the next time he feels something.
One of the things that the team can definitely hang their hat on is the fact that Kyle Busch has been very good in this chase. 6 top 5 finishes. He leads all the drivers in this 2016 chase. Presented by Sprint. Sprint's network reliability now within 1%. Verizon switched today, saying 50% of Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile range. You can visit a Sprint store or sprint.com/network today. Larson and Edwards separated by about 3 seconds. Harvick is back 9 seconds from race leader Kyle Larson. Kyle Busch back there 15 seconds. Joey Logano 16 seconds.
Yeah, as we talk about Kyle Larson leading the race, remember Kevin Harvick in the 4 has led the most laps at 78 today. And that's something that his car was good early. It took a little bit of time for Kyle Larson to kind of get back towards the front. But who's going to be the next car as we see Joe Logano easily pass the 18 of Kyle Busch on those newer tires? So you watch the 4 of Kevin Harvick make laps around this racetrack, and you see right here he's in 3 and 4 in the sun. You see the shadow of the car on the racetrack in the bright sunshine. As he goes down to turn 1, you see shade all the way through here, especially obvious on the onboard. You see Harvick's running that clear shield. You can see his eyes all the way through 1 and 2. It's shaded, and if you look up above the racetrack, the lights are starting to come on, Jeff. And that was my point. With 97 to go, the sun continues to set. This race should end, as the yellow comes on the racetrack, this race should end under the lights. Who is going to be able to adjust their car for the cooling track?
Debris on the racetrack in turn number 1. And so now, will that put everyone on the same cycle? Because now, with Kyle Busch being on the lead lap, all 4 of the championship 4 on the lead lap, will they all come and change 4 tires?
Absolutely. No harm, no foul for Kyle Busch. They reported that the right front tire didn't go down. Maybe something broke inside the tire. Maybe it just gave him a funny feel, but really no penalty for him currently in the 5th position. Really, we can keep pointing out Jimmy Johnson, Jeff. We look at him back there in 10th. He just doesn't have the pace of the other championship 4, so they have remained calm. But either the sunsetting is going to have to help this 48, or Jimmy Johnson checking out is going to have to start making bigger chassis adjustments.
They're going to have to make big chassis adjustments. That run right there, Jimmy Johnson was a solid half a second slower than Kyle Larson. And that, in the racing world, a half a second is an unbelievable amount. So they're going to have to make a big swing.
And Kyle Larson, can't talk enough about this youngster that has been able to be out front for 41 laps. He runs right up against the wall. He's been able to get by Carl Edwards to take the lead away from him. And looking looking for only his second career win in the Sprint Cup Series. But coming at the last race of the season, what that does for a team is gives them momentum and confidence going into the next season. Even though he's not in the chase, he doesn't have an opportunity to win the championship in this race, it gives them that confidence as they go forward and look to the 2017 season, which will start in February at the Daytona 500. The last person to win the race in 2016 is to enjoy the spoils all the way through the off-season into February. Listen in,
Radio.
You feel like we need Packer to take off, so if we do, we need to do it now. I kind of do feel that way, yeah. I feel like last round, I don't know about right front, but this one's will take our medicine here. Gotta like it right.
So basically that was crew chief Adam Stevens saying, listen, there's 95 to go. Do we need Packer? What that basically means is we're going to add a little bit of shim to both front bump stops to get the splitter off the ground because of low air pressure. We don't go fast enough. We need to go faster, and perhaps the splitter's hitting the racetrack, but if we're going to do it, we need to do it now. There's only 15 cars in the lead lap. Kyle Busch is 5th. There's a bunch of lap-down cars. They have a gap on the racetrack, so they're going to have a little bit of a cushion. If you got to make the adjustment, now's the time.
Well, you could win one of the cars that we race. Go to NASCAR.com/chase promo now and enter for a chance to win a new Chevy, Ford, or Toyota.
And I misspoke, Rick. There were only 12 cars in the lead lap. So Kyle Busch, if you're going to make big chance adjustments, now is absolutely the time.
In the lead lap cars, all 12 of those cars will be making their way onto pit road now. Let's go, Mike.
Jimmy Johnson saying his car this time too tight in the center. And he didn't like the exit either. They're going to make a 4-tire change here. And I also expect a wedge adjustment. You can see the wrench going in there as well. Kelly?
Carl Edwards has had a car that's been a little bit too tight. They continue to make chassis adjustments to the left rear of the car as well as 4 Goodyear states.
Wedge adjustment as well as that left front suspension adjustment for Kyle Busch. 4 Goodyear tires, snuggle fuel, Marty.
Joey Logano said his car is tight in the center now, which is what they wanted to get it to. He said, I can also go further down the racetrack as the sun is setting. I think the track coming to us 12-0 on that stop, Rick.
Quick stops there. Larson, Edwards, Harvick, Logano holding their position. Keselowski gains 1. Truex Jr. gains 2 spots on pit road.